y'all, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, it looks so funny trying to get everything in the shot. Welcome to my planner stack and system video. So I wonder if there's like a neat way I can do this. Like grabbing the photo for this is going to be a little hard. So this video is to recap and cover all of the changes that I have made to my planner system and stack. And so I have individual videos for most of these planners. So I'm looking at them and thinking like what I filmed for. On my channel, they're the most recent ones before this. I do updates every single month of what I'm using. I don't do planner stacks unless there's major changes, and this month there's a major change, and so have been the last few months. So I've been doing a little bit more frequent planner stack videos, but I hope this is helpful in how I like stay organized despite the mess that it may appear to be. So yeah, let's go ahead, let's jump into something that I didn't record but still want to mention, and then kind of go from there and figure out how we're gonna do this. So okay. Starting with my Erin Condren Life Planner. So I haven't been in this planner a lot this month, and that's why I didn't see like an update video on it. There's nothing really to share. So ever since I got my daily, I haven't really needed this. I tried using this for content planning, didn't do that. Tried using it for time management. I don't know, I just didn't want to use it. I have my focus planner in here. And so one thing that I always like to call out is just because I didn't use it 1 month or 1 week doesn't mean I'm not going to use it the next, right? It really all depends. I grab, and that's why I have so many options too. I grab whatever works and whatever I need. And so there's some weeks, right? Like for example, this month where I just didn't feel like I needed an hourly planner. And to me, that's okay, because there might be a point next month where I'm like, oh, I want to break down everything either in my teacher lesson planner or in my hourly, and I have that option. And I know a lot of people feel the need, and I say this a lot on my channel, so I apologize if you like watch all these videos, but I think it's also nice to hear. I know people feel the need to, if they buy the planner, they have to use it every single day. They have to use it every single week. Use it when you need it. It is a tool. If it doesn't work for you to use it every day, don't force it, or it's not going to work for you. I think that's the most important thing. And that's something that I always try and keep in mind, because I feel like, especially when you first get something, you're excited, but then you don't, like at the beginning, you're just like, oh, I don't want to like not use it, right? But if it's not working for you, it's not going to work for you. Don't force it. If you feel like you need it, it'll be there. And that's something that I always say, like my Erin Condren hourly is my old reliable, right? This was one of the first planners that I've ever used or had. And so ultimately, this is the planner that I've always gravitated towards or go to. And so even though I might not use it right now, doesn't mean I won't use it in the future. So it's just something that I want to call out. So it's still technically, I would consider this in my stack. It's just kind of like on IR, right? Sorry, I'm in football mode. But you know, it's not on the bench, but it is, we're keeping it there, right? It's on the roster, but it's just not ready to play yet. So it's in recovery. Everything else is, let's talk about what's on the bench. I think we'll do a football metaphor since it's that time of year. So I think that's how we'll organize it too, because I think it makes sense that way. Let's do yeah, no, well, yeah, this one over here, this one over here. Okay, so let's talk about our little bench warmers over here. And I wonder if my husband will actually watch this video now that I'm like relating it to football. Here are my little bench warmers. And so these are important. They're ready to play when I need them. And that's why I want them, right? So they are active, right? We're waiting for them to go on the field, and it all depends on what it is. And so recently, and again, I have in-depth videos on all of this, I converted my Chanel agenda into the notebook, like my notebook agenda, because I have one that's typically just a notebook. So that's why I'm using this one. And so if I need a note, I know I just, like, if I want to jot something down, I know to just grab this and I can list things out, write things out, etc. in this planner. And then I have my consulting. I want to start with this. I have my consulting agendas. So I don't do consulting every single day. I've mentioned before, I haven't taken on a client yet. Currently, I'm working on the rebranding for the organization itself. And so these are ready to go for when I need them, right? I don't use them every single day. They're on the bench, ready to go. So still important to have, still in use, still in rotation, but not a daily planner. And then we have my newest, it's not my newest edition. You all know I've had this planner for a bit, but I've recently reset up my medium ring agenda to be my dissertation planner / notebook, which I'm so excited about. Like, this just makes me so happy to like say and share with you guys. I've had this set up for a bit, or not a bit, but like I did it this month, right? Which is why it's in this end of month flip rotation. But I've been really excited to share this one because we're here, like we're ready, getting ready for our dissertation, which is just so crazy. But I am dabbling and starting the process for my proposal for my dissertation, and I somewhat got approval from my chair, and so I needed to set this up. And so this is something, again, I'm not actively working on it, right? It's really just free time. I'm like looking things up, like writing some stuff, whatever I need, but it is on the bench, ready to go for when I do that. I've been doing it a little bit more frequently while I was out for the summer for 2 weeks since I finished early. So yeah, those are the bench warmers. And now we have my starters. And I really kind of just am excited to share all this with you guys because I don't know, it's working for me now that I've taken on a lot. But I think, I know I mentioned, I think last month, I really loved my planner stack, but I think I needed something additional, and I was excited and looking forward to the daily planner, and I was right. It's exactly what I needed. And my daily planner has officially become my most used planner since I've got it, and I don't see that changing just because it's just been, again, what I needed to add to finish everything and finalize everything. So let's talk the starters. So we can start with the daily. So again, this is the most used planner, and this is the day designer. Links to everything below. I'll try and have the other video links, discount codes, whatnot. Sorry, I always forget that part, or I feel like I forget it when I start it. But I come in here literally every single day. This is now the first thing that I grab in the morning when I come sit down at my desk. I take this with me if I'm carrying a tote. And I know I might need to write something down, right? Like when I go see friends or my parents, and I might need to pre-plan something. Or if I go work at Starbucks, I've been taking this one. So I come in here every single day, and I've been using it, and I love the structure and the setup because it's, again, what I needed to add. So this has been most used, and then I keep it on my desk right by my glasses. I grab both of those in the morning. That's my new like morning routine, if you will. My main agenda is still my main agenda. This is still going to be the most important planner in my system. And I've talked about it in my daily flip and this flip, like the dedicated videos for these. They work so well together. I still use this every day. This is still open on my desk every day. The daily is, for the most part, closed if I'm not using it. I don't leave that open because I typically, like, if there's something time sensitive, it's in this one. And so the daily is really just to like manage and keep track of my lists and things I need to do throughout the day. So this is the only thing that I need open, and I'm loving it. This still is my main planner for a reason. It's what I need. It has elements of every single planner in here because it's the overview. It's the main for that reason. I have my schedule, I have my finances, and I have just like general like notes and lists. So I have my academic, I have consulting, right? Like I have my active consulting inserts in this planner because I'm in this every single day. So this will always be the main planner. I'll always have a dedicated main planner in addition to a daily. I can't just solely use it daily, just like I solely can't use an hourly. I have to write things out, and then I think I've learned with like the agendas, I like having different views and different setups and structures. And with the agendas too, I've learned that I like having everything all in one, right? Like it's hard to get all of that in one planner to your liking with like a coiled planner. So that is the main planner. Another one that I use pretty much every day is my work planner. So in my Louis Vuitton desk agenda cover, I have the Hermes agenda refill. I went back to using these. Oops, and I can't share the content in here, but I have been loving it for work because I don't know, I go back between the daily duo and the hourly. Recently they started something new at work where to keep track of a project that we're working on, because I'm a product data analyst and I work across different projects. We're kind of tracking like the time allocated to that, and so I think it's like how they build things, I have no idea. But with that, I'm keeping track more honestly digitally, and I should have brought this up in like this planner video, but it's changed what I needed in a work planner. So I started to lean less away from the daily duo once that started a few weeks ago, and it did happen this month, and that's why I went back to here, because I solely just need to track my time now. I'm keeping the list of everything that I'm doing on my work Google Calendar. I have the task add-on, so that way I can just keep track of the times that I'm working on. I can color code and like keep track of what I was working on and when, and that way I can fill that out each week. And so I don't want to repeat information, so I don't need to list out every single thing in a planner anymore. So that's where this is coming in handy. I still list things out, but it's like high priority, something might have just popped up, I'm gonna write this down type of thing, or it's, you know, multiple things for a project. It really all depends, but I don't need as much space. Just it's kind of what I'm like going towards, and so that's where this has come in handy, and I'm glad that I kept this, and I think it's going to probably be what I continue to use for work for the rest of the year because of that. So that is the work planner, and again, use it daily because it's, you know, I work daily. So we have that, and then something that I didn't expect to use throughout the month, and I recently set up, but my PM agenda is back to being my on-the-go planner, and I kept it simple. I'm not overthinking the setup. I added the Louis Vuitton agenda inserts in here again, and this is just where I keep track of tasks, errands, anything that I need to know while I'm out, and then I can pre-plan everything in here. So it's really simple and to the point. I have the remainder of the year in here since I have the upgraded rings, and so I can, you know, have all the travel in here to make it easier to plan on the go. And yeah, I can also, I'm gonna keep my like student ID and stuff in here, but this is just a nice little place to store important things and then pre-plan. So yeah, I can also keep like appointment cards in here too, like I can tuck them in. It really all depends. But yeah, these are my starting lineup, and then yeah, other than that, that is my current planner system and planner stack. I really might keep using this football metaphor to help with clarity, because I know when people see all of these planners, right, like it can look overwhelming, and for some reason I'm not, because for me sometimes I do get overwhelmed, but I think it's because I've like compartmentalized exactly how I'm using each planner. And again, I don't force myself to use every single one every single day. I use them when I need them. I will have an office setup video soon, because I also think how I like store my planners is a key element to usage, right? So I'll just dabble in that for fun, since this video is probably already long anyways. So when it comes to my like office, I spend, you know, 99% of my time at my desk. And so I have a little acrylic stand that I have on Amazon. If you've seen my office videos before, you know what I'm talking about. But I keep my daily, and that's why I'm putting it on the acrylic stand. I have a dedicated spot for that next to my glasses. I have a, let me just, here. So I have this, and again, it stays right next to my glasses. but I can easily grab this. My keyboard's here, my computer's right here. And then next to it, this is like a little sneak peek of that upcoming video, I have this Russell and Hazel acrylic organizer. And so right now, because I'm filming this video, I have all these planners here. But I keep my GM agenda right below that. And like I said, this one's always open on my weekly page. So this is how it looks. Every single day I have it here open so I can see it. I typically put my phone on there too, so it's easier to grab. But those two are at arm's reach and they're easier to see. This stays on me, so I've been using my Monster ABV as my everyday bag. This fits inside of it, so again, this is the on the go, so I just slide it in there. So that's not even at the desk, but my desk agenda I actually keep inside of my drawer. And so that stays there. And then all of those planners that I use, again, that starting lineup is all at my desk. And then I keep my school related ones. So these two on the new Erin Condren sliding desk organizer. I'll have all this linked below. Oh, sorry guys. I'll have the office stuff linked below as well with the names just to make it easier. But I keep the dissertation, notebook, and agenda on this. And this is technically at my desk as well, again at arm's reach. It's out of the way, but I just like the way it looks there, to be completely honest. Otherwise, it would go on the planner cart, which with these. So I have this Russell and Hazel organizer, and this stays on my planner cart. And so my planner cart's always next to my desk, but I just have my consulting agendas like this and my notebook here. So again, if I ever need to take notes, it's on my planner cart. It's in arm's reach, but it's also, it's like kind of out of my, like, it's in my peripheral vision, but it's also to the side, right? Like it's not immediate access. I just have to like reach over and grab it, which is why these are like bench warmers and why they're like on the planner cart, right? Like the planner cart is the bench, but the notebook's up front so I can easily grab it and take notes for something. Consulting, again, I don't use it too frequently, so those like stay back here, but they're still, you know, easy to grab, still on the bench, ready to go. It's just that this one's gonna get put in soon. So yeah, that's a little overview, a little in-depth look too of like why I think all these planners work for me. And how I use it to help with organization. So other than that, that is gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.